Hello and welcome to Most Haunted. The building behind me is supposedly one of the most haunted hotels in Great Britain, with regular violent poltergeist activity and 14 ghostly apparitions. We just had to come and investigate the old hall in Sandbach. Dating back nearly 350 years, the old hall holds a prominent place in the Cheshire market town of Sandbach. It is believed to be on the site of an original Elizabethan manor and has housed many noble tenants. More recently, it has served as a parsonage, a public house, as well as its modern-day role as a hotel. Numerous parts of the building are said to be rife with paranormal activity, so who knows who we'll be dining with tonight.
This present building that we're in now was built by Sir John Ratcliffe in 1656, but there was most definitely an old hall here before. This was the manor house belonging to the Sandbach family. Room number 2 is haunted by a chap whose name is Matthew. He's supposed to have hanged himself. Room 11, the most haunted room in the house, haunted by a lady supposedly in her 90s. One story is that she died in her favourite chair, loved the place so much that she still comes back and haunts it.
I wouldn't sleep in room 11 because I've heard the most about that, where there has been a ghost here. Bangs and voices sometimes when there's no one in the room. You can't really understand what they say, it's just whispering.
This part of room 11 is a place where you certainly wouldn't want to take a bath. One guest felt she was being pushed under the water by unseen hands. Guests wake up in the middle of the night thinking that their bed is on fire.
The old original building, before this one, did most definitely burn down.
A group of students also tried to make a film in this room. They only lasted halfway through the night as they fled in absolute terror. Unfortunately, their ordeal didn't end there.
They actually fled out of the room, down into the most modern looking part, of course, which was the kitchen. Poltergeist activity started when they were in there. Knives moving, other things disappearing and coming back in different places. Knives setting themselves out in strange patterns.
Unexplainable things you'd like to find a rational solution to, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. About 3-4 days ago, I was just covering up some food at the end of service, and a pile of ice just came right down from the sky and landed on the food I was covering.
The oak panels used throughout this building originated from Haslington Hall. When they took the panels down, they discovered a skeleton belonging to Lady Grey, and it's thought her ghost has followed the panels as she's often seen wandering throughout the building.
I am a believer in ghosts being able to travel with the fabric of a building, because I believe that a lot of the ghosts that we see are nothing more than a recording, and it's actually held within the fabric, so it's come here.
2 weeks ago, a lady did walk in the door, and I said, "Good evening," as you always do. She gave me a little smile and went upstairs. And on her way up, Sue was just coming down at the same time. I said to Sue, "Did you give her a key, that lady?" Sue said, "No, there was nobody on the stairs."
We've got all these ingredients of this incredible old building, so it will be very interesting for me tonight to see if Derek and David can come up with some of the real truths, the truths behind the myths and legends of this old hall.
So who or what haunts the old hall? We have 24 hours to find out. Someone who has always wanted to come along on a Most Haunted investigation is television presenter Gaby Roslin, and tonight she'll get her chance. Now Gaby, how long have you been interested in the paranormal and ghosts?
Forever.
All that time?
Yeah.
So tonight, what are you expecting to happen?
I'm not expecting anything. I think that's the best way to go in, and just I just want to see what I can feel, and because I watch the programme, and even though I'm a believer, I do sit at home sometimes and think, nah, no, oh no. So that's exactly why I want to come along.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Yes, I have.
Oh, can you tell us about it?
I've seen a few, but the one I saw was when I was 16, and it was at my grandparents' house in Africa. And this woman came out and had to look at me, and she'd known my father as a child, and I went running downstairs and I said, "Oh, I've seen so and so," and they said, "What did she look like?" And they all knew her, and she adored my father, so she came to see me.
So it's going to be an interesting night, I think. And I hope that you get something from it as well.
Oh, absolutely. But I'll be honest if I don't.
Oh, no, do. That's good. If you hear me screaming, you'll have to probably come and rescue me.
Can't wait.
As well as our regular medium Derek Akora, we've also invited psychic David Wells to join our investigation to see if there is any substance to the numerous claims of supernatural activity. We were all curious to find out what the night would hold, and with the crew eager to unravel the mysteries, it was time to delve deep at the Old Hall in Cheshire.
This is a beautiful old house.
Yes.
And all the wood panelling, it makes it rather dark, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's funny because as we've just entered through this doorway, I'm aware of the presence and the energy of a man at this moment. I can't actually tune in to see what he looks like, but his energies are around. And I feel with this man, I get deep thought, contemplation. I also get this like very strong feeling of faith around my shoulders. And this faith, I feel, is coming from a person that knew this place very well. He's a person of faith. He's either a priest or a monk. I'm drawn over here for some reason, Ivy.
Where?
Here in this area.
Oh, no. Come. Oh, there's a door.
Can you see this?
Oh, you won't be able to get it open, look.
No. But his energies belong in there. And it's like, the only way I can describe it, it's like a huddling together. And they want to be behind there.
Are they scared? Are they hiding then?
Yes.
Who are they hiding from?
Who are they hiding from, Sam? Can you join in here? They're concealing themselves. There were people around in this time that used to, were not happy with these people of the faith, okay? And I don't know, it was like hiding away.
You're talking about a priest hole?
Yes, I am.
That's what you're talking about?
Most definitely,
In
here.
there?
Absolutely.
And how many?
I'm almost certain.
How many monks?
2 of them.
2.
2 of them. And, you know, they not only hide in there, I feel that they move about on this ground floor and they go, because my mind is taken down below, and it's like as if they are making their way together. So I've got the 2 of them horns down like this, and the residual energy takes me up like a passageway, like a tunnel, and they conceal themselves that way, and they come up here into there.
Are they scared?
I feel in their time they were, yes.
We plan to investigate if there is any evidence of this tunnel later. But for now, we wanted to move into the dining room, the scene of disturbing and unexplained incidents.
Doors open and close, they're very heavy, so you can't really explain it. And also a plate came off the wall somehow and landed on the table as I was setting one up once.
I'm picking up another man's energy that walks through, very, very authoritative. Now I feel, because of the mixture of energies here, residual, I feel as if this spirit man does not interact with these 2 monk figures.
Are they different from a different time?
Yes, the different layer. And I feel he walks through with an authority.
Who is he?
Oh, sorry, Gabby. Go on.
No, I just wondered who he was.
Okay. John. I've got that name before. Sir John? Thank you. So he walks here. Okay. He looks upon this housing in a proud way. John. He walks around. It's not an unpleasant authority. It's an authority of, there's an assurance. He's happy with this place. He likes this place. He's proud of this place. Go on, sir. Oh, my.
You don't like it?
1442. 1442.
What happened in 1442?
She was slaughtered.
Who was?
There was 2 slaughtered here. 2 females.
As we start to build a more detailed picture of the old hall's past, we were unaware that later in the investigation we would witness one of the strangest incidents to occur on Most Haunted.
What the bloody hell is that?
Oh my God!
I feel as though I'm in shock. It's poltergeist. I ain't bloody sleeping in here tonight.
The story of Cheshire's Old Hall Hotel is starting to unfold. With murder and suicide, this building has a checkered past, and as we head upstairs, even our guest, Gaby Roslin, is starting to sense its atmosphere.
I think, you know, whether you're spiritual or psychic or whatever you want to call it, I think that anybody can walk into a house and say whether it's a happy place or a sad place or anything. I mean, even people who are total 1,000% cynics.
Of course
feel
so.
that.
Yeah, I agree with that one, because everyone is potentially psychic.
It's like when you go in and you're looking at a house to buy, don't you?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
feel
you
whether
just
it's a
feel.
nice
Yeah.
house.
It's not a happy building.
Well, there's certain sections of it, Gaby, Evie, that you'll walk into areas where there's a foreboding and there's a feeling of, you know, non-enchantment because of the different layers of people who've lived here, no doubt.
Okay.
Right, okay. Right.
Why did you just close that? You don't like it?
I don't like the energy coming from it at the moment. So.
Why do you want to close it so desperately?
Well, because what's coming through there is a state of thought from a spirit person who's not a good soul. He's grounded, he's not in visitation. And he's a secretive, negative soul. Negative.
Clearly unhappy with whatever is in the attic, Derek decides to delay this visit. He's however drawn towards the hotel's notorious room 11, where the image of an old lady is said to regularly appear. Its bathroom is rife with violent supernatural behaviour, and some guests reporting a feeling of being pushed under the water.
An individual that walks this passageway here would come in and, well, I don't know what they get up to, but they would cause such mayhem to the person in the physical body. As an example, I'm not guessing a rerun, but let's say, you know, a person who is staying here was really looking forward to a nice hot tub. They run the water and what have you, and maybe they've got into the water and they're really relaxed and what have you. An individual spirit person that comes in here at times would do something to draw attention to the person who's in that soothing bath, that there's someone else other than themselves in this bathroom.
What would they do?
But the spirit people are amazing what they can do. They can drain water from a bath. They can make water flood over. They can make the taps run. Say, for instance, you know, a nice cool bath, and then suddenly the red hot water comes pouring in. It's going to scald you. It's going to burn you.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Has anybody said anything to you about any of these? Because I, you know, I just, as a believer but also cynical, has anybody said to you, say something about this bathroom?
No.
Because of what I learnt earlier. Is nobody said to you earlier on, they took you around and said, say something about this bathroom and people in the bar?
No way. I would... No. Can I say something to you, Gaby? I don't lie. I don't fib. And I count on...
Well, I have to ask those questions because
Absolutely.
people at home
I know
will
it's
say,
very
hold
constructive.
on a minute, you know.
Yeah. Can I tell you, in here, I, as a spirit medium, okay, if I was to experience some of the things that possibly have gone on in this atmosphere, wouldn't be at all happy about it myself.
As we move further on into the bedroom, it wasn't just human energies that Derek started to sense.
I saw a cat, a big face, big body. He was big whiskers.
Tell Derek.
Right.
I know, because David earlier said, did you hear that? And I thought it was the birds at the window, and he said, oh, I can hear a meow.
This remarkable coincidence occurred earlier in the day, as guest psychic David Wells was surveying the building with Gaby.
Did you hear that noise? Or maybe it's just my ear.
No, there's lots of birds flapping against the
Oh,
window.
this was a cat. I had a cat meow.
This cat comes here because of the lady. The cat follows the lady. The cat belonged to the lady.
Who's the lady?
Who's the lady, Sam? Okay. Now, he's just given me a replay here. I want to say the lady's air energies, this is why the cat comes this way, goes to the corner. And this lady develops, and that's why the cat comes running to her. And she spends a lot of time in this area. This lady is a lady of experience. In other words, she was a lady, but not a young woman, this. Maybe she's reached into her 70s, maybe a little bit older. And not a bad woman. Again, a good energy. A woman who's had time here and experience.
What happened to her? How did she pass over?
That's not unnatural, is it, son? It's natural. Okay. Right. I feel this lady, because I got this individual feeling a little bit earlier. It's like as if I just slumped. Most definitely it wasn't unnatural, but I got this like thumping feeling, but it's not a physical thumping, like thumping, palpitation, my chest, and suddenly I'm gasping for my breath, and then bang, and I feel it would have fallen down facially. So I feel, would that be a heart, Sam? Is that a heart? I feel her heart would have stopped giving out. And so it's natural. She's who? Because that's why she's not sitting. He's calling her the lady. She's the lady to a lady.
Right, so she was
a servant.
Right.
She's also reflecting flames and fire. And there's a man shouting to calm, be calm, be calm. And it's out of hand. It's out of control. It's out of control. Bend. Gone.
The old original building before this one did most definitely burn down.
Derek may have felt the burning bed sensation that many guests have also described while sleeping in room 11. With our cameras switched to night vision, we headed downstairs and into the kitchen. Would this prove to be a friendly or fearful environment?
I really don't like it down here.
No.
I have a real problem with that area over there, but I just don't like it. I don't like it in here.
You all right?
No, I don't like it in here.
But,
I don't like it.
yeah, but why?
I
Explain
don't
why.
know. I don't know. But I don't like it over there.
Well, come with me.
No, I don't like it. I'll
No,
just
but
stay here. I'm fine.
Come on, you'll be all right. Come on. Come with us, Derek. We'll see.
Yeah. It's okay.
Listen, if I can go this way, so can you. You're braver than I am.
You know, I don't even know why, but it's just, it's really negative in here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, it stands, to a degree, it stands to reason, if you don't mind me saying, because at play here, I feel at times, we've got individuals who are, and I'm talking about going way back, that rushed into this building, this property, not belonging here. Hundreds and hundreds of these souls who, when they lost their lives, for some reason are going down a tunnelling. And you know, I'm hearing men who are screaming out in Scottish accents. They thought they were coming here to be victors. No way. They were the ones who were slaughtered.
In this area?
Yes. Out there.
Oh, out there?
It's like they're in battle with people. And it was like the nearest place to come in, because the shock to the spirit system, they're out of the body. And they, to this present day, are the ones that are taking this fascination of causing activity, negative poltergeistal activity in this region here.
Derek seemed to be sensing a dramatic event in this building's history. Outside in the courtyard, David Wells confirms the presence of these entities.
Noisy energy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of people.
Yeah.
Right, is that, I can hear the screaming and shouting. You're
Yeah.
right. It definitely.
Really?
Fighting.
Round here, yeah, fighting.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a very bang, 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 bang
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, definitely. The anger stuff. Yeah. frustration in there, isn't it? Yeah.
Derek and David's suspicions do indeed have a basis in fact. On the 3rd of September 1651, hundreds of Scottish men died here at the hands of local villagers during the Civil War. How much more bloodshed will we uncover as we continue our investigation at the Old Hall? Our investigation at the Old Hall in Cheshire is revealing a complicated history. Along with our guest Gaby Roslin, Derek and I headed to room 2. It is here that another life is thought to have been taken.
Now,
This is so cold in this room.
It's freezing.
It's absolutely freezing.
there's a feeling of total distrust of people around him, and a person who's depressed, and a person who's really so down and distraught, and it's like taking the spark out of his spirit. Oh God,
How did he pass over?
it wasn't natural.
You alright? You alright? Yeah. You alright? Take it off. Take it off. Take it
Sam,
off. Take
Sam,
it off.
Sam,
Take it
take
off.
off me, please.
Take it off. 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 Deep breaths. Come on.
Oh God, thanks, Sam, thank you. So let's get more energy from him.
Okay. Is he still here?
Yes, he is. He is.
Is his energy
He's
moved?
listening. He's listening. It's the energy. Give it to me, Sam.
Did he hang himself?
He's hung. He's hung. He took his own life.
Why?
Why? Why did he take his own life? He was only a young man. He was what? He was hurting deeply inside. He was pushed to the limit. He was pushed to any human being's limit.
Why?
He decided, go on, what is this, Sam? I don't understand this ridicule. Oh, gosh. All right, okay. He was a very sensitive male, overly sensitive, and his aspect of his personality was, in the view of others, not manly.
He was gay.
Yes. I get the name. Give that name again to me, please. He keeps on saying Matthew. Matthew. Drunk himself.
When would this have happened?
We're going again. 1/6/16.
This is when he died.
I feel this is when he perished. 16/5/9, 16/60.
Okay.
Tenant.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Tennant.
Tenant.
Right.
For him, it was the last straw. For him, he's found, I suppose, his own inner peace. Not that I advocate that a person takes their lives. He's found that he's happier since leaving the physical body.
So that was his journey?
Yes.
It was interesting and somewhat alarming to discover more about Matthew and his troubled life. But it was now time to move to the attic, where Derek had previously sensed a strong presence of a secretive, negative soul. We were not looking forward to it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just shine it down there so you can see. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, it's cold up here.
Yeah, it's very apparent up here to me and almost spontaneous. It's like I had this thud, and then I heard the walking boom, bang, 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 bang.
That's what David
And I'm
said.
going through here, and the next thing is, you angry beggar, you...
This is practically word for word what David said
Yeah.
earlier.
I'm getting a male figure, and it's always the little things with me that I tend to try to pick up on, because the detail is what makes it different. and I'm actually getting heavy footsteps. They're not just, it's like, do you know what I mean? It's really heavy footsteps.
He's got every reason to feel as if he wants to cover his traces, this sad soul.
Who? Why?
He's one of the despicable taste, despicable attitude, despicable nature, a nasty soul that took life here. And, you know, not only just took life, God, I'm the Lord of the Manor. I can rape, I can do this, I can do that, I can murder, I can take the life of this young one because she's under me. Oh, there were despicable things went on with him. He did it all undercover.
This is this Lord.
Yeah,
Man.
Lord. He would, well, he didn't have to creep, but I feel he was well known coming up, but everyone, it was like a zip. No one said anything. And he'd go to each individual. It wasn't just with one person, a number of young women in service, and they could say no, and he would do exactly what he wants to do. But he went a little bit too far, a couple of occasions.
Did he kill them?
I feel one was actually, the life was taken from and was taken away from here. And she was taken down. And she's been incarcerated.
This revelation of apparent serial rape and murder had shocked us all. Derek had also sensed that a young woman's spiritual energy may lie far beneath us in the cellar. This underground room lies away from the main building, and as our guest Gaby, Roslin and I approached, we began to feel very unnerved.
Oh my God.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, can I tell you down here right now that we talked in that attic area, and the ending to those conditions would have happened here.
Oh, so she was murdered down here.
She was brought down
Her
here.
body was brought
Oh, what,
down.
the servant
Yes.
girl?
Yeah.
Who was raped or whatever?
Yeah. And she, you know, it's interesting because that's Tom sitting there now, and the energies seem to, you know, if I could, I would go to that facing wall there, if it was possible, and I would knock that down.
What's that?
It's just a bump, wasn't it? Like a dull bump sound.
Did you all hear that?
Yeah. Is there anybody else outside?
I'm going to go and quickly check to see if anyone...
Rachel, is there anybody walking around near where we are? Is there anybody that you know of that's around?
No one there that...
We've just heard a very loud bang above us.
You're in the cellar, I presume, over?
Yeah.
Well, that building isn't even connected to this building, and there is no one in it.
The whole team searched the nearby area, but we were unable to find any explanation for the mysterious thud. What we did find, though, was a small opening in the wall that Derek had felt uneasy about. A chamber on the other side could clearly be seen.
It's all paved in.
Do you want to put the torch in there? Just for a quick... Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where her remains are, though, you think?
I feel in there, yeah. Most definitely. I know she would have been a young girl, no older than 19. No older than that. Maybe a little bit younger. And she was... You see, the saddening thing about all this, to me, as a medium, is that the people who were like supervising over these young people, like maids and what have you, knew what was going on, but would not say anything, would not, you know, so it's like, it's terrible. It's terrible to say, you know, they're being used like, excuse the word, ladies, like pieces of meat, okay? And then for her to lose her life at the end of it, it's just like, it's horrible. Those last memories and thoughts are on this level. and go through there.
This came as a complete surprise, and it was too late in our investigation to obtain permission to demolish the wall. If this is the last resting place of the girl, then for now, her remains must lie undisturbed. It was nearly time to prepare for the vigils. What other gory secrets would we unearth at the Old Hall in Cheshire?
Oh my God!
What the bloody hell is that?
I feel as though I'm in shock.
Our stay at the Old Hall in Sandbach has already proved very disturbing, and also particularly draining for our guest Gaby Roslin.
You alright?
No, I don't like it in here.
Normally, she can comfortably survive on 4 hours of sleep, but had to retire to bed just after midnight. Room 11 is said to be the most paranormally active area in the hotel. John, Rachel and Kath joined our guest psychic David Wells, who felt drawn towards its bathroom.
This bathroom's a bit odd when you go in it, isn't it? Alright. Now, in this, I'm going to take my shoes off and get in.
Are you getting in?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, it's freezing in here
It's a
as
funny
well.
room. Apparently people when they're in...
Shall we shut the door, David? No, shut the toilet lid down because I'm scared that something's going to come through.
My throat is tightening. I don't
Yeah.
feel hands on my throat. In fact, my voice is going. Can you hear my voice going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that on. I swear to you, I'm not putting that on.
Shit.
I can't feel a restriction in my throat.
Mm-hmm.
And my voice is changing.
You can tell it's changed as well. It sounds different.
God, that was really weird.
We were intrigued to see if this sensory feeling could only be experienced by David. Would Kath pick up on the same energy?
How are you feeling in there? I feel fine.
Your voice went. Her voice has changed, hasn't it? Talk again.
I feel fine at the moment. A minute ago or so.
It wavers.
Yeah. I do feel like I'm being pushed down. I don't know if I'm falling down.
Oh, I've just had a man say to me, "Don't play with me."
Have
He
you?
said to me- Yeah, he
I'm
just said to me,
How's-
"Don't play with me, young man."
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going further down.
You're not moving.
I am.
You're
I
not
am moving.
No, honestly, Kath,
I am. I'm moving down.
You're
You're not.
I
You've not
am.
moved at all.
I'm moving down.
Get.
You haven't. I swear to God, you haven't moved.
I can feel myself moving in the bath.
Despite this reassurance, Kath remained adamant that something was pushing her down the bath. There is no doubt that she was feeling the same sensation that David had encountered. Earlier this evening, Derek identified the cellar as the resting place for a young woman. Unexplained noises have been heard. We needed to investigate this area more, and it was Stuart who bravely volunteered to go it alone.
It didn't seem too bad at the time. Didn't seem too bad an idea at the time when I said I'd come down here and do 30 minutes or so on my own. But now I'm doing it, I feel totally different. I feel as though I shouldn't have said it. I should have kept my mouth shut. Oh God, this is horrible, this. Okay, I'll just sit here now and ask. If you'd like to communicate with me, please do so, and please do so now. Because I'm not going to sit down here all night and waste my time if there's nothing here. Please, come on, show yourself to me. I'm getting annoyed now. I'm getting really annoyed with you. The more I'm nasty to you, you may well do something to me. What the fucking hell was that noise then? I saw something in that corner then. Something went by. Was that you? Fucking hell. I feel as though I'm in shock. I don't know whether that's the right word to use.
Stuart had survived many lone vigils in the past, but after just 10 minutes in the old hall cellar, he felt too alarmed to continue. It seemed that events had started to escalate. With this in mind, we thought that now would be a good time to return to room 11, where guests have woken up thinking that the bed is on fire and the spirit of an old lady is said to still roam. Derek, Carl, Ray and I settled down unaware that in the next few minutes we would witness one of the strangest phenomena ever encountered on Most Haunted.
Please, Sam, encourage the lady to step forward, even if it's for a very short space of time.
Sam, come on, Sam. Our mate Sam, come on,
What
lovey.
the bloody hell is that?
What? Oh my God, Carl, get up.
What is that?
What?
Here.
Where?
What am I seeing?
Carl,
What is this?
what? I don't know.
There's a woman's energies.
I've got the
Yeah.
camera pointed by the wardrobe.
Yes. And God, look what she's... What is that on her head? And all around her, what are they? What are they? There's a woman here. She's covered up. She's got this, like,
Is it
netting
cold?
on her head. And they're bees. There's bees flying all around her.
It's freezing. It's freezing.
Here.
It's freezing.
An energy is right here. Okay.
Oh my God!
Can you see
Massive
that?
orb just came right through the both of you.
Honestly, Evie, she's here. And you know, she's got this thing covering on her head, and she's got this, and there's bees. I was wondering what was going round here. It's like what is that? It's like, you know, a
Yes,
person who's,
yeah. A veil, a veil.
Yes. And I can, you know, when she stared at me through this veil mesh thing that she's got on, stared right down at me.
How cold is it, Carl?
This is freezing. It's like being inside a fridge here.
She just actually appeared.
What?
It's not nice.
From that
Stay with
level.
me. Where is it? Where am I feeling it?
Here, just here.
Oh my God!
That's not the old lady. This woman under this veil that came here, I could see her eyes, and it was a youthful looking woman, probably in her 30s. But she was just so, like, her eyes determined.
Freezing. It's so cold.
Yeah.
It's dropped. The temperature has dropped in here.
It's dropped dramatically.
Well, she's made an entrance.
Is that
She's
you,
come
Ray?
in.
You all right?
Right. Okay, come on to the area.
Oh. I don't know, I think I got massive. Something just seemed to fly away from Ray.
So you know, you are, it's like an ice, we can feel his nose. Look here.
Oh, Ray!
His nose.
Yeah. You don't pull sorry. Oh, you're sweating.
Sweating as well.
Yeah, but you're sweating.
Yeah.
I think we should get... I think it's only fair that we get Ray out of here now.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah.
It took Ray over an hour to recover from his ordeal, and we were thinking that this would be the end of our investigation. But as we all prepared for bed, we were interrupted by Richard. Earlier that evening, he had left 2 books on a chair in his locked bedroom. When he returned, both books were now on the windowsill, one balanced on top of the other. Richard was in no doubt what was responsible.
I swear to you, I kid you not, I have not done that. Nobody else has been in my room. You know, realise that, nobody's been in my room. Now, it's a piece of piss. I could do that. I could put one book on top of it and then bring you in and tell you. I have not done that.
It's taking its weight, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, to experience that standing and the thinner one to be, but taking its
Let me
weight.
try and do it.
Oh, you can do it. It's
Yeah,
not...
of course you could. Go on. Practice it.
Can't.
It was perfectly
No,
balanced.
try and jump unless you...
It was perfectly balanced.
It's really hard to do.
It's very hard, yeah. Perfectly balanced.
It was closed in it. The book was
tight,
closed.
wasn't it?
Ah.
No, you got it there.
Right, how long did it take you to do that? Yeah. You know I could have made it up, but why would I do that? Why the bloody hell would I bother to do that?
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm not
No, I know
saying you
know,
were
but
at all.
But the whole world
No.
will say that Richard Felix went up to his room, put a book on top of another book, Kennedy, it's Poltergeist. I didn't, and I ain't bloody sleeping in here tonight.
Yet another bizarre and unexplained occurrence from our night in Cheshire, and an incident that made us sleep a little uneasy.
Well, this one certainly turned out to be a very different investigation. I'm not sure. I was of the opinion that some of the stories could well have been made up, and I thought that we may be in for an uneventful night.
I was a bit spooked by the kitchen before, but now I'm afraid I don't feel anything at all. I just feel calm, like the whole place has gone to sleep.
But the strange thing is that nothing really seemed to kick off until poor old Gaby went to bed. Now, she tells us that she can exist on about 4 hours sleep, but by 12 o'clock she was absolutely drained and had to leave us.
It just feels like somebody said, okay, you can all go to sleep now.
Then things started to kick off, especially in room 11.
Oh my God!
All sorts of things, light anomalies. Ray actually had to leave the room because he felt ill and he was so cold.
Don't fall sorry. Oh, you're sweating.
Sweating as well.
Yeah, but you're sweating.
Kath actually felt as if she was being pushed into the bath.
No, I'm moving.
No, you can't. Honestly, Catherine.
I am. I'm moving down.
By 5 o'clock, off to bed. That's when I unlocked my door, walked into the room, and lo and behold, 2 ghost books that I got with me that I'd actually been studying on the windowsill, high up, in a T-shape, one perched on top of the other. And it's absolutely typical poltergeist activity.
In the case with Richard Felix and the books, unfortunately there's quite a window of opportunity between 7 p.m. and 5 a.m. when somebody else could have placed the books on the windowsill. However, Richard says that he was the only one with the key to the hotel room. When he left, they were placed in one location. When he returned, they were in another location. In poltergeist activity of this sort, corroborating witnesses would have been ideal.
What the bloody hell is that?
Yvette, Derek, Carl and Ray are in room 11, and the first phenomena that occurs is Derek witnessing a lady in a beekeeper's outfit. At that instant, there's a light anomaly, which, for all apparent purposes, looks like a bee flying around.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Can you see
Massive
that?
orb just came right through the both of you.
Honestly, Epis, she's here.
Now, with light anomalies, it's back to the same old explanation that it could be a particle of dust or an insect.
This bathroom's a bit odd when you go in it.
A number of people are in the bathroom of room 11, including David Wells and Kath. And at some point, Kath gets into the bath and she experiences a feeling of almost being pushed down.
I feel like I'm going further down.
You're not moving.
I am.
This is quite intriguing because it tallies with previous eyewitness account of somebody who stayed in the room and when they were having a bath actually felt as though they were being pushed under the water. The difficulty in interpreting this as a paranormal phenomena is that Kath was aware of the eyewitness account prior to her getting into the bath, so there may be some sort of suggestion at work.
Many spirits are said to reside at the old hall. Did we witness their evil intent or tricks of our own imagination? Until next time.